Hi everyone, it's Mark at Hart Fitness based in Eastbourne in Sussex. We have a private gym where we help men and women in Eastbourne over 30 live happy and healthier lives. So this is video number 2. So video number 1 was talking about how we're more accountable and why we treat each session as a doctor's appointment. So video number 2 is going to talk about meal planning. So why is that important to me during the week? Well, I've got a meal plan. I'll just come home, look in the freezer, see what I've got, put something together. That's all right, isn't it? What's wrong with that? Well, the problem is when we do that kind of thing, we're not really thinking about what we're eating, we're just being spontaneous. So instead of actually thinking, right, okay, I'm at work this week, I know that I'm going to be home 8 o'clock each night because I'm on late shifts or because I've got a lot of work to do. I'm going to get home and I need to make sure I've got my meals prepped for me. It saves me a lot of time when I get home during the week, and I know what I'm having during the week as well, so I can plan obviously a variety of options during that week, so I can obviously not get bored of the same old foods in and out of the freezer. It's chips and pizza, chips and sausages, all processed foods. So if you plan it obviously during your whole week, then we can make sure that we've got a good variety of foods during the week. And I know when I get in, I can put it in the oven while I'm getting ready, obviously having a shower, and then sit down and having dinner. All right? So that's what we need to look at, the times when we eat. So it's no good setting me an alarm for 7 and I've got to be out the door for 7:30. Where's your breakfast? Oh, I've got time to have that. I'll stop off at McD's or get at work and I'll grab some toast or have a biscuit. Where's actually, what have you eaten properly during that morning, yeah? So where is the oats? Where's your nutrients in that? Have you actually planned it? Where's your protein? That's not going to help you, okay? It's just sugar based, then we're snapping during the day. You know, insulin levels are dropping up and down all the time. We're looking for that quick fix to keep us going. You know, I'm getting headaches, I'm not drinking enough water. I'm feeling a bit sick because I'm not eating. You know, you're constantly, during the day, you just quick sugar all the time to keep yourself moving. You know, and then the next thing you know, the whole day's gone and you're not eating a single meal. You just snack throughout the day. So that's why we need to look at the timings. So if you know you've got to be out the door for about 7, there's not really an excuse of not having breakfast. Just get up that 15, half-hour minutes earlier. You know, oats are so good, it fills you up in the morning. If you don't like oats, not a problem. Have some protein, have a scrambled egg, have a poached egg. Or we could have some shredded wheat or Weetabix with some berries on top, with some seeds on top, again for your protein, for your nutrients. You know, it doesn't take long to have that. You just got to make sure you get up a little bit earlier. There's no excuse to miss breakfast, all right? So you look at your timings. So with the guys that we help here, we try to say, you know, you keep consistently eating during the day, every 2 to 3 hours. So you have your breakfast in the morning about 7, so you know you had something to sustain you during the morning. And then roughly about like 10, half 10, when you get your mid-morning break, have a little snack. So you have your snack, whether it's some small portion of nuts, whether it's a bit of fruit, whether it's, you know, apple, whether it's some berries, whether you put a fruit salad together, and then therefore that will keep you going till lunchtime. So then your lunchtime is about 12, 1 o'clock. Then you've got a nice salad prepped because you prepped your meal for the day. Okay, so you've got a salad with loads of beans, seeds, you know, mixture of salad in there. You've got, you know, egg or ham or fish based in there. So again, it's protein source you're going to get with each meal. So that's an important thing. And then afternoon again, you've got your snack. Then you could have a snack about 3, 4 o'clock. And then again, making sure you have, you know, if it's not nuts, you could have an apple, you could have some water. Just making sure we're consistently eating during that day. And then dinner time, what we're going to try and make sure is not have your dinner as your biggest meal. So your dinner time would be obviously less carbs, veg heavy definitely, and then protein source in there as well. Because at night time we don't tend to move so much. We get home because we're completely knackered from work. We just want to sit down and chill out. And by having a carb heavy, you're just going to sit there and it's going to make you feel bloated, make you feel sick. It's not going to digest properly. You're going to use that energy up. So if you're going to have a carb heavy meal, have that at lunchtime, because then it keeps you going during the whole afternoon. So, and again, you know, you're going to feel more vibrant. You're not going to be snacking, looking for the sugars, looking for the coffee, looking for the biscuits. That meal's going to fill you up for lunchtime, and then you have your smallest meal dinner time. Okay? And if you need a snack afterwards, then have a snack, have an apple, have a bit of yogurt with some honey, with some seeds in there, okay? As your snack after your dinner. So your timing, you need to get that right. So what we say as well is kind of look at what you want to eat during the week. So plan your meals for the 7 days, and then write out your shopping list. So write your shopping list, what you need for that week, and then you go and get your shopping or order it in, whatever you want to do. And then you can then prep your meals for the week, because you know you're going to finish late. You know you're going to get home late. So to make sure you've got it fresh food in the fridge. You can buy loads of frozen options, so your berries and mixed fruits. Take it out the freezer the night before, defrost in the fridge. Yeah. So therefore, you know, I know it's expensive fresh, but fresh frozen is just as good. It keeps nutrients and vitamins in there, and you can take it out and defrost it for the night before. Okay. And then you kind of schedule your meals what you want. So you write your planner out, and then Monday to Saturday, and then plan out what you want. So include your 3 already fish portions during the week. You know, have your, if you want to have a nice meal on the Friday, have that as a good option. But it's not a cheat day. Just have that nice meal option. If you know you're going to go out on the Saturday, and then instead of just turning up being spontaneous at that restaurant, go online, because most restaurants have their menus online. Look through obviously the menu, look at obviously the green light system, so you might have a red, orange and green, which is good for you. Vegetarian options, most places have calories in there now. Look at that, so you know when you turn up, you know in your head what you're going to have. You're not on the spot thinking, I don't know what to have, I'll have a burger because that's an easy option. So plan it, okay? So look through the day, look through the menu, and then plan your whole week. And then preparation, just prep your meals. You know, you can get your portion control pots, portion control everything, stops overeating, and then we say, no, I've got that ready for me when I get home. And the most important thing, which I've been holding here, I'm just going to show you, is a diary. So we've made some diaries up for our clients. So all they need to do in here is actually be accountable and write down everything they eat. So you'll see in the diary, I'll just show you the page very quickly. So in here they've got obviously the days they're going to eat, and then we've got at the top here, so you've got the times, so you can be accountable for the times, and then in here it's actually writing down what you eat, what you're eating. So write down everything you have, and at the bottom we've got the exercises. So it's kind of like put the exercises in, what you've done, so you've got a plan to follow, because I put it together for you. You follow it, or you follow one of our videos on the YouTube channel. And just getting your steps in. You should be hitting 10,000 steps a day, which is 5 miles. But if you know you're quite sedentary, so we're kind of building up to that. So you can get up and move around, not sit down at the computer all day for 5-6 hours at a time. Your back's hurting, your shoulders are tight. You know, you obviously you're getting a lot of lower back pain. Your hammies are getting really short and tight as well. So moving, get yourself up, moving around. Even you just walk around the office for a bit, just get the blood flow back into the muscles. So that muscle ache. It's literally, this diary will help you. So if you can look through the diary, so you do a week, and then the idea with that week is you kind of review it. So we've got a review page there, so we review what you've eaten and what you've gone through, and then write some targets for next week. So obviously what I need to do to change. It's no good writing it down in there and then going, well, yeah, that's no dramas, had that, and then just turn the page and then write it out again. We're not actually going back and thinking, right, actually, what are my patterns in this diary? Am I always having a coffee in the morning? I'm always having like 5 teas a day. I'm not actually snacking properly because I'm just having a cup of tea then. There's actually no fruit in there. A lot of it is biscuits, because I know I'm not actually prepping my meals. I'm not thinking about what I'm eating. And it's constantly just going through the same thing, same days. That's why we need to be more accountable. And we need to be looking at it. And we need to go through it. And if you go through it, look at the patterns, then you just literally make your action points for next week, change it, and it soon will get, those habits will slightly change over time. And then therefore, you should be being more accountable for what we're doing, look at what we're eating, and introduce those better foods. So we've got not so much processed, we've got more fresh, definitely got a lot more protein, and trying to cut out the stodgy carbs, okay? So this is why the food diaries are so important. It's like a story, isn't it? So looking at a story back of the history of what we've been doing and trying to really help ourselves. So again, that's meal planning. That's video number 2. Okay. So the next video it will be talking about is obviously water and what we need to do to help us. So just drinking plenty of water. All right. So food diaries. Use them, they're so effective and it will help you over time. And then you can look back and think, oh, I've had a nice meal there. Well, I really enjoyed that. That's great. I'll have that next week again. All right. So just use them, guys. You cannot go wrong and it will help you forward. All right. So that's meal planning. Hope you enjoyed that video. Again, so we help many women in Eastbourne over 30 feel better about themselves and give them support as much as we possibly can. Come into our gyms. Coming to the exercise classes and just having fun. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. Click like, leave a comment for us, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for listening. Cheers guys, bye.